Hello and welcome back to the Audio Entertainer Show. Hello and welcome back to the Audio Entertainer Show. It is a special because this is a watch along. Anyway, Chelsea are playing against ES Tunis, a African team in North Africa from Tunisia. I have been to Tunisia before, a great country. So Chelsea are playing in the World Club Cup in the third game of the group stage. So if we do beat ES Tunis 1-0, we go through to the next round. If we don't, then we are out of the whole competition. So will Chelsea be in this team? Will, will they will they do something about it? So Chelsea have got a really good lineup at the moment. So we should be in about half an hour's time because it's a 2 a.m. kickoff for all European teams. Sorry, all European countries. But in America, it's 9 a.m. kickoff. 9 a.m. in the morning. It is a very weird timing, really. It feels like a Sunday morning kickoff, really. So, well, if you're playing in the Sunday league football, yeah, we do kick off around about 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. So it is what it is, really. So we just have to be on form, and we're going to have to be, all for this. So, yeah, a lot of things to talk about. Nicholas Jackson's has been banned for 2 games in this competition, and he's also banned for the Premier League when the new season starts playing in August. Now, Nicholas Jackson is a good player. However, I think Liam Delap might be a much better player. He's similar position, but he gets in the box. He gets the runs. He's a much better player, to be honest, really. And he is English, so yeah, he knows how to gets into the runs and stuff. Nicholas Jackson, he is an important player for Chelsea. However, is he that important for Chelsea? Because I know a lot of people say, well, we've got to look at his discipline record. And I'm like thinking, well, it is in his 6th season of being a professional footballer. So I know there's a lot of pressure on him to be like, I've got to be like Didier Drogba. And I'm thinking he needs to find himself in that position. He's almost there. He is almost there. In, he's almost there. Trying to find positions, trying to find the runs and trying to get into the right positions. But I'm thinking, if he finds himself in the right position in the final third, just on the outside of the box, and if the ball goes over his shoulder, he can do it. But everything else, he needs to be worked on. Maybe does he need to drop a little bit deeper to get the ball and he can start running? Or does he need to be like Fernando Torres, just be quiet, really quiet for the first half, and then in the second half, he can just sort of burst to life, sort of thing. Maybe that's what he needs to do. Or, in other words, does he just needs to be, to be sold? So it is what it is. We see some of the right. So, will Chelsea win today? If we win today, it is going to be very important for Chelsea because all the experience we've been having in this competition does lead to some of the experience for the young players who have never played in this level of football. And because we already qualified for the Champions League next season, the players, that we won the Conference League, and it does really, hopefully, can really be like, get those players feel motivated and feel like, you know what, we can do something here. So the players we have got, I just think it is going to be key for us to really breed success. I know that the last few years of, having a new owner and being in this type of situation, can we as a football club get back to, to win Premier Leagues, to win FA Cups, the League Cups, and maybe the Champions League with these type of players? And with the manager we have got, can we, with the manager, can we get back to being the top of all tops? Can we be the best team in the world? I mean, if you look at Paris Saint-Germain's project, they got rid of all the players who had ego and just built a very young team with young players who are hungry. They don't really want to be, they don't want to be on, top wages. They want to feel like, just give me a little bit of a pay rise, just give me a little bit more, and maybe some bonus here, maybe here, something like that. So maybe that's what the Chelsea project is all about, to trying to get the players to feel hungry, motivated to win some trophies. So we are, I think a lot of people say, I'm not sure about the whole Chelsea fan base, but the way Paris Saint-Germain is going with their project, can we sort of like, they say, it took them at least, I say a decade. It probably took them 10 years to get rid all the players, the superstars, and to go down to, strip bare with the young team and just build a little bit of players who can a little bit of experience. So can we be in that position? Can we be in that position in 2 years' time and try and win the Champions League? Or in 5 years' time? I reckon this project is going to be like a 5-year project with this young team. But Enzo Maresca is trying to bring in like a wish list version of Pep Guardiola. Can he actually win us something for to try and win us the Premier League and stuff? But it is what it is really, isn't it? But, so what can you do? So that's all you can do. You just got to motivate yourself and find a way to get in there and go, you know what, everything we have worked for this moment, with a young team like ColdPalmer, Carrera, Calcido, Enzo Fernandez. Obviously, I want to say Nicholas Jackson, if he doesn't get sold this summer and decide to stay with the team and go, you know what, we can try and build something here. But I just feel that Enzo Maresca, our coach, he's just sort of like, you know, if you look at the drawing board, Enzo Maresca is like, you know what, I'll just go get the players to go from the goalkeeper, pass it to one of the full-backs or the centre half, and then pass it to the midfielder, and then the midfielder goes back, pass it back to the goalkeeper, and then the goalkeeper pass it back to the one of our back 14, and then goes back to the midfielder, and then the midfielder drops it sideways, and then if he can get forward, he's like, oh, there's a ball that goes forward, no, go back, no, go back. That's what it feels like. It is an absolutely boring way to win the game. It's so boring. If you think about those fixtures that we played last season, if you think about the games that we have lost in, it was down to too many passing. And some teams have found us out how, you know, how we play. So yeah, some people say, oh, Enzo Maresca was an absolute baller back in his days. But if you're an absolute baller and you're a manager, you should be, you know, be a top coach. But then you can say, oh, Zinedine Zidane, Pep Guardiola, they were absolute ballers. But they were boring personalities, or boring types of players. Like, okay, you could say about Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes was a boring player. He was a boring player, but he does have absolute flashes of great passes. But have you ever seen him being a manager? Well, he's not a good manager. So, yes, it counts. Some people, I might say, oh, there's a point taken. Point there. So, when Roberto Di Matteo, when he was the manager of Chelsea as a caretaker manager, and he led us to our first Champions League, and it was an absolute amazing how he did that. I mean, he was a very, very good player. And the manager, I just wish he could have carried on with that success he had at Chelsea and go on to become another manager of another club and replicate that success in something else. But it is what it is. So, yeah, it's 15 minutes to the kick-off time. So I can't wait for this game. I can't wait for hopefully the atmosphere of this game because, well, the atmosphere in the last few games has been quite low. I mean, nothing to do with Chelsea fans. It's nothing to do with the teams that we played against. It's the way FIFA organised this competition. And it is what it is, really. Um, we just have to really take it on the chin, really. And hopefully FIFA will organise a much better tournament or actually just cancel it. Uh, but you never know. Will this be the first and the last tournament? Because there's too many games, there's too many tournaments, and the calendar is stretched. So it's June. I mean, it's too warm in my love shack at the moment. But what I'm saying is, why are we doing a tournament like this in June, a year before the World Cup, where it could have been the Intercontinental Cup? Why couldn't they be, Intercontinental Cup, so you would be able to see the Brazil team, the whoever's going to be in that tournament? You would have those teams who were champions of their local continental competitions and take part and show where the level of where the Brazilians are, where the Argentinians are, where the level of the Italians or the Spanish. But it is what it is, really. So everything will have to be like, you know what, we'll just take it. Because the teams we played against, and we lost to Flamingo in the last game, and the Flamingo and some of the teams, like South American teams, who are a lot more fresher going into these tournaments because they're still doing their domestic season. They're like halfway through their domestic season, where us Europeans already finished our domestic season, which is very strange, very weird. But I just think that players do need the best. They do need the big rest. So it is what it is. We just have to take it on the chin. I mean, it is the big motivating job for the managers from the European teams to go, you know what, we've got to go again. We've got to go again. We've got to go for it. We've got to go for it and say, you know what, we just have to be like, you know what, it is stressful for the managers, for the club to organise this into the into the whole of the season, and then you've got to organise the transfer window. So it is an absolute biggest problem that Chelsea have, Real Madrid have, Man City have. If you think about the maybe some of the other European teams who are taking part in this competition, I know that Red Bull Leipzig, they've just got knocked out. But for them, for us European teams to be, you know what, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this for? I know that the prize money is the big, massive motivator for the clubs. It probably won't be the motivator for the players, because the players have been more motivated to go spend time with their girlfriends and wives or whoever they're in love with to spend time with them, to spend time with the children. You know, I'm sure that most football fans just want to have a rest from, watching football and stuff. But it is what it is. You just have to take it on the chin. So, let's see. So, things are coming up. It's about 10 minutes to go to the live game. So, I tried to get on my TV to be a multi-screen, so I would have the game on one half, and then I would be able to see my live stream and see how it's doing. So hopefully you will be able to watch me and stuff. So, so I hope you all. I know some of you. I know that the some of my subscribers are probably are definitely asleep. So because I'm just going to do the whole live stream, and then when it's all recorded, you can watch it at any time. So hopefully you're enjoying this live stream. So yeah, the game's going to go on in a minute. That's why some people prefer to do like a lot, like half an hour build up to the game. But I'm still learning how to do live stream on YouTube. So it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I can see myself. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, that is. So the game is about to go on. There have been a lot of concerns about the heat during the games in America, where some of the venues are going to be held for the World Cup. So that is hopefully FIFA will take it on board. But on Sky Sports News, they said today that there is going to be maybe, I think it's just more of the opinion of that reporter, um, to say that it might be changed from the summer to the winter. If that happened, a lot of leagues will complain, will definitely complain. But I understand why they have to do the kick-off at 2 a.m. so that they can avoid the heat, the heat, the peak of the heat. I mean, at the moment, they're saying that they're saying it's 34 degrees at the moment, but it feels like 40 degrees. and with the place where they're playing at the moment is the heat is going to be an absolute dangerous for a lot of people involved watching the game, people playing the game. They're going to have to take a lot of drinks break, and they're going to have to really feel like, they will have to feel like they're going to have to do something about it. But if they do change it from the summertime to the winter time, that is going to cause a lot of problems, especially for the FA Cup third round next season. Everything, can you imagine trying to change your schedule, the whole of that period of, the second half of the season to be changed? But you never know. I hope not. I seriously hope not. But it is what it is. Right. Let me see. We are about 5 minutes. Well, let's say about 3 minutes to go to kick off. And I'm going to share a little bit of video. So, let me get myself to the ball. Just getting to the water. So, the match is about to begin. It looks like Chelsea are kicking off, or about to kick off in the moment. So, it is Vancouver just kicked it all. Right. I've got the sound mute on with the subtitles are playing on the top of the TV, so I can see what's happening, what they're talking about. So just passed it to so they're doing some passing the ball, passing. They just feel like they're just getting their rhythms in, trying to. They're just. The referee is just putting in a free kick. Oh, when it's a throw on. So I thought it was free kick on the throw on. Passing it back. Now they're passing it to Enzo Fernandez. Passing it back, like I always do. Yeah, passing it forward there. To Lavia, Romeo Lavia. I mean, Romeo Lavia is a good player, but I don't think he's the best. I mean, some people might say he's mostly improved, but I'm thinking, if you have a much better manager, you'll see. Anyway, they're passing it back, they're just sort of, I mean, you can see that ES Tunis, they're sort of like defending B, just waiting for the mistake to happen, and yes, it's out to the corner. So, yes, maybe Magic tried to cross it in, but he went out and played, so it's a corner. Dewsbury Hall's about to take the corner. He's just sort of looking around because the referee is just telling the players between whoever the player is for ES Tunis and do that, telling them just calm down a bit, stop pushing. Dewsbury Hall's about to take it, but he's just putting his hand up. Yeah, he's going to go for it. He whipped it over. He whipped it over, and back this year, the defender headed it. It was a good opportunity, but it is what it is. This is a good first corner of the game. 3 minutes already gone, and we're just seeing the fact of Enzo Maresca just sitting there trying to be a model. So it is what it is. So yeah, ES Tunis got the ball, and then now so the atmosphere looks really good at the moment, I would say. The atmosphere of ES Tunis, waving their flags and stuff. So yeah, ES Tunis, got the phone at the moment, passed it over to their teammate, passed it back to one of their defenders, passing it to maybe to one of their wingers. Oh, that's a good pass from the midfielder to the winners. Ooh, oh. This is a problem, is that they've still got the ball, they've still got the ball. There seems to be passing it between their midfielders and forwards, and he just, I want to say, accidentally fell to one of our players trying to get the ball, but I just think it's just frustration. So it is what it is. Yeah, one of our defenders is just passing it to Daddy Shearer. Tries to do that. So they tried to pass it to him, so Fernandez, and the ball just went out. So, yeah, it is firm. Yeah, yeah, only a Philadelphia just passed the ball. And, Madrid tried to cross the ball in, and he's out for the corner because of hit the ES Tunis defender and chest tap kicked it. So it's a corner. So at the moment, all I can see is that the players are sort of like saying, look at me, I'm here, sort of thing. Where it used to be Hall was just putting his hand up to say, I'm ready to take it, and nobody didn't get the ball. So ES Tunis just tried to go on the counter attack, and Gusto just swept in to take out the threat. So they're just showing the Group B's standings as Flamingo already qualified for the next round. So we got to win our game because if you don't, we're going to be out. It is what it is. Yeah, they're just sort of passing the ball around. They're looking for the opportunity to pass it to Enzo Fernandez. Berdashir to Gusto. Yeah, they're passing it on the other side of the pitch. They're just sort of passing the ball. This is why I don't like the bit about Enzo Maresca's tactics. Is sort of like passing the ball sideways. And you can see that ES Tunis is sort of sitting back, and trying to wait for Chelsea to make a mistake. Well, that's a really good ball from Romeo Lavia. It was a good ball to Dewsbury Hall, but ES Tunis now is on his counter attack. Pass the ball back to the goalkeeper, our goalkeeper, of course, then the goalkeeper just passing it to Gusto and to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez has just still got the ball. Yeah, Madrid's got the ball. Gusto's got the ball now. ES Tunis. He's got the ball, but now he sort of went down and, you know, ES Tunis has got the free kick. Ten minutes already gone in the first half. ES Tunis has got the ball still. Just passing it back to one of the defenders. And passing it to one of the wingers and passing it back to the defender. And it looks like ES Tunis still got the ball, looking like they're trying to go for it now. They look fine, they can't. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's all ES Tunis at the moment. Well, we'll see about that now. Yeah, still ES Tunis is out for foreign. It's still foreign, and then trying to passing it to his teammates. Back to the halfway line, and he's just passed it back to the ES Tunis goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper just passing it back to the defender, and he's the captain of the team, and one of the defenders headed the ball out, and one of the ES Tunis player found Enzo Fernandez. Wow. When you watch the replay, it's like, but it is our ball now, Chelsea's ball. You can see that they are sort of like passing the ball about. And Lavia's just taking it, passing it back to one of our defenders. And Babasulia has got the ball now. Passing it back to Gusto, then Gusto passing it back to Babasulia. You can tell that ES Tunis is just sort of sitting back, trying to go on the counter. Still got his foul ball now at the moment. It's just Enzo just referring, just I'm just seeing the live pictures of Enzo Morales there. Things are talking. Anyway, so yeah, the foul by Gusto. Liam Delac got the ball. He had a shot at the goalkeeper. Could you say this was our first attempt at the goal? I would say yes, it is. Not a good one really, but a bit more powerful than Jackson. Well, Jackson would have missed the ball, and ES Tunis tried to score from, I wouldn't say 30 yards, but maybe 20 yards. Tried to score the screen but it went wiped out. And then there's the FIFA president. I say that. I hope you're all enjoying this live stream so far, and so seems like 2 people watching this. This is good. This is my first time doing what Chelsea watching on. I always wanted to do this before I say anything else. Watching replay, all that. I would say that's a very bad tackle. Very bad tackle. Defender just reaching in. I wouldn't say, full studs, completely missed the ball, went into Madrid's leg. So he's just got up now, he's popping. He'll be fine in a moment. So it's Chelsea free kick from the left-hand side of the box. I'd say maybe about 15 yards outside of the box. What I'm saying is the referee just being absolutely annoying, just trying to make sure that all the players are not pushing and shoving. I would change the rules on that, but I'll tell you that Enzo Fernandez just took the free kick. The goalkeeper came out punching the ball. ES Tunis just got the ball now. Yeah, all I can see, you can see what they're doing now. He's passing it back to one of the defender, and it's just passing it to the midfielder. It now looks like, yeah, Gusto's got the ball, trying to clear it, but ES Tunis is around him, sort of like, Lavio's got a weird clearer to where we call it, from Roman Lavio. ES Tunis, Buddy Julia, one of those defenders, just fouled one of the ES Tunis players. So ES Tunis has got a free kick. So at the moment, what I'm saying is that the referee has doing this, spraying thing down like this. And the referee just sort of sorting the players out. It's so annoying. Just so annoying. If you just put the line, you're spraying it on the line sort of thing. Okay. Yes. I would say that's an okay free kick. Not brilliant, not amazing. It's like going to Burger King. That's how the free kick was. Anyway, Chelsea's got the ball. Studio. Madrid. Gusto. Lavia. Behold did a really good pass to Enzo Fernandez. Gusto's coming in with the ball. Oh, Behold tried to head it in. and he was kicked away from the kicked away, cleared by the Tunis, ES Tunis defender. That was a good chance. It was a good chance. However, it is what it is. So, good little ball. That's a good little ball. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I'm showing pictures of things on the screen. So someone sort of saw the goalkeeper, the ES Tunis goalkeeper, some four, and three substitution goalkeepers warming up, and he looks like he might be a problem, but the goalkeeper's getting up in a way, holding the ball, bit ridiculous. And they're just talking about how hot the weather is. You can see, I can see how hot it is in Philadelphia. The ES Tunis manager is feeling so hot, he's sweating. I'm sure everyone else is sweating. I mean, 34 degrees. So, so I hope you're enjoying it. I know it's very weird, this timing's a bit, but I remember when it was the World Cup in Japan. I remember that some live games were around about 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe they might have to do this for next year. If the suggesting that the World Cup might have to move from the summer to the winter time to avoid the heat and all that. But I'm just thinking maybe just have to do like more morning games in America to avoid the heat, you know, so they can try and capture some of the TV audience around the world. But it is what it is because you can't really hang the heat, you know. If it's 40 degrees heat, what are you doing? You know, it's too hot. Anyway, ES Tunis to the free kick, and I wouldn't say it's a successful one. But, and it's offside anyway. you can tell that it's offside marker. All we're doing now is that Chelsea's defenders getting confident. And it's good pull to do that. Amazing level, but cool. Things are going to Oh, you see, at the moment, I say to him, be that he's a much better player than Jackson. He's getting himself in the right positions. So I can see why now that Chelsea bought him. Because if they didn't buy him, I think he could have ended up going to Brentford. Because I think Brentford are like almost complete team there. But it's just what it is. I'm glad we're going anyway. So thank you, Richard, for that. So yeah, I suppose it feels like it's holding the moment. When they're trying to shoot the goal was blocked by the ES Tunis defender. Or Tunis. Is it Tunis or Tunis? No, Tunis. Whatever it is, how we pronounce it, it's difficult. I'm drinking water, by the way, because it's quite hot in all that shack. I mean, I could open the windows, but I don't know whether you want to hear some of the countryside noises and stuff. No. But it's tears. I'm not the morning person anyway. I don't work in the morning, so I can do this and watch myself. Watch the game and you watch me live sort of thing. Oh yes, what a pass! What a pass! And that is definitely a foul and a free kick. The captain is complaining. What a pass to Liam Delac. What a pass. I mean, for the American viewers, they might say, oh yeah, that's almost like a quarterback pass. It was really in a way. So, right from our own half, we passed it to Liam Delac. See, I know Jackson's going to be like sitting there, wherever he is sitting and going like, he probably wish he hadn't been sent off. So, it is what it is. What I'm seeing that the images of the three Chelsea players just discussing how are we going to take this free kick, who are we going to do it sort of thing. So it looks like Dewsbury Hall might take the free kick. And it's so annoying. This referee is so annoying. He's telling the players, don't push and struggle. And I'm like, they need to change the rules on that. I mean, like Dewsbury Hall just kicked it to the goalkeeper, straight to the goalkeeper. But I can see what he was trying to do. Trying to get over the goalkeeper's head so you can try and get someone who was on the near post sort of thing, or the far post. Well, it's just far post, isn't it? Anyway, ES Tunis trying to do the counter attack again, but it is what it is. So It's ES Tunis. Corner. So, all right, they're doing the cooling break. The drinks break because it's so hot in America right now. So where they are in Philadelphia, it is so hot. I mean, it's 9 o'clock. I think it's, oh, sorry, they're playing 9 o'clock in the evening their time. So, yeah. Um, so I've been saying it like at 9 o'clock in the morning, but I'm thinking maybe in the future they should just do like 10 o'clock in the morning games to try to avoid the heat, or do midnight games like they did in Qatar. I mean, I remember when he was in Qatar, they did some midnight games, didn't they, to catch the TV of the time sort of thing. They're still doing the drinks breaks. I can see that they all chatting with the players and going like, oh, well, you know, we're supposed to go after the game, so we go to the pub or the restaurant, and the players might go, well, I know we're a really good steakhouse, and you're like, no, you can't do the steakhouse sort of thing, you've got to go back to the hotel sort of thing. So, I can see it's MZ and this is sort of like, you know, being a bit too friendly with the other ES Tunis players. They look like they're just getting back on the pitch, and it looks like it's about to be started by the Chelsea goalkeeper. He's much better goalkeeper than some sort of the commentators are talking about the dance town, you know, with the saying anything. Yeah. Really, it's 33 minutes gone into the hot first half. Really 35 minutes. It's good. I do that just to sound a bit better. You know, it's just teams are just sort of like, you know, just doing their normal thing, like passing the ball, passing the ball and trying to find the opportunity. I think that was it. Really. But it's really centre back. So we tried to do this shot at the goal from the pass from Madrid, 25 yards, and it's corner. to Chelsea. Ooh, ooh. It's offside anyway. Yes, he's offside. D-Lap was miles offside. Absolutely miles offside. So we went from the corner kick and D-Lap tried to get on the rebound, but he was offside. He was miles offside anyway. So half an hour is gone. First half, Brennan Lee from ES Tunis passed it to one of his teammates in midfielder to swing. Brennan Lee tried to cross it over. Jordan goalkeeper get it, and he rolled the ball out. 54% possession of the ball to Chelsea, 34% to ES Tunis. Maybe passed it to Gusto on the left hand side. And Gusto's passed it back to Gabriel. Looks like they're just doing this possession passing now. Quite boring, but I'm sure the fans are having a good time. It seems like it's quite a big, I don't know the capacity, but it just seems like it's a little bit more full than the last two games that Chelsea played in. Maybe that's a cross. What a goal. Gusto tried to cross it over to D-Lap, but the ball was a little bit too high for either D-Lap and whoever was the box. And on seeing pictures of the live pictures of the ES Tunis crowd, they seem like the most amazing fan base. And with the wet baby flags, singing songs and chanting and all that. I like that. When you go to a football match, you like to listen to the songs. I mean, it works well when you have capacity of, let's say, 20,000 or 50,000 or 90,000. But when you go to Basingstoke, it's like, they could actually fill 500 people there, maybe about 1,000. But I have been to a game to Basingstoke where they had like a lone drummer, banging the drums, and it's like 70 people there, maybe about 30 people in the crowd. And it's just annoying when you have a constant banging the drums and you just want to go to the drummer and take the drumsticks away. It's annoying. It's absolutely annoying. So I would definitely banging the drums because it don't work. It don't work. So it don't work at all. It don't work at all. It don't work at all. So 40 minutes now, we are in the 40th minute. All I can see there, Corona, this James and people sitting on the bench. They're looking really excited. Oh, so 41 minutes. I mean, I love going to games. I love going to watch football. Yeah, now we are just passing the goal. It's just sort of like these behold the favourite player. And there are rumours that he could be sold in the summer, but it is what it is. I mean, how do you deal with that? Rumours about transfers and stuff. What a price. I mean, Dulac could be a very, very good player. I mean, I know I keep saying about potential and stuff. I think if we can keep Enzo Fernandez, Reece James, I know that Reece James could be his last season at Chelsea. I've got a feeling it will be his last season at Chelsea because he has won everything there is at Chelsea. And then apart from the Premier League, but I mean, I know that he's been stepping up on learning Spanish, and I'm thinking he could be going to Spain. Maybe not this season, but maybe the next season. And I mean, I do like Enzo Fernandez. I mean, Argentina are a good country. Forget the political thing about it, but, Argentina are a good country. I have to say good things about it because I've got Argentinian relatives, and yeah, there you go. Anyway, Enzo Fernandez, I think I know why they made him captain because Enzo Fernandez is a bad boy. You know, he's probably like, the vision. He probably got like, I don't know what is it about him. I think it's probably the vision of this game, how he plays it. The leadership, I'm not sure about the leadership, but he's a World Cup winner with Argentina, and but I think it's more about him stopping being like a bad boy stuff. But I mean, I was a bad boy when I was playing football because they made me captain, so it is what it is. But I think it's for, I mean, I did lead the team, but it's all to be the vision of how I like to play the game. So, yes, the fourth official just saying that it's 5 minutes until half time. Great, so I can have a cup of tea. If everyone's watching this. But I've been advised to keep doing live stream, keep doing people will come and see. Manny Madrid's got the ball. Enzo Fernandez tried to shoot in the goal. That's a very good attempt. That was a good attempt. But it is what it is. Ooh. So yeah, I just feel that when the half time comes out, I'll say we had the better chances, but we got to stop doing this sideway passing, doing the passing. Because I can see that ES Tunis are a good team. They're a good team. They could really go for it. Then if you do make a mistake, they could go for it and score goals. So it is what it is. And so Fernandez, we got the free kick, and I would say about 30 yards. This ref was so annoying. So annoying. Yes! 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 What a free kick! What a free kick! I'll wait for the replay so I can actually tell you what actually happened. Wow, Tozy, our defender. He's a good defender, by the way. What a free kick from Enzo Fernandez. What a free kick from Fernandez. He did a free kick, and Tozy just got up and headed the ball, and he went down low. Right in the goal. That was a good goal. That was a good goal. That was a good goal. It just feels like it was coming for Chelsea. With the chances that we had, that it was from a set piece. So, yeah, I think Tozy, the guy who came from Fulham, he was a good defender. He's a really good player. Enzo Fernandez doing like a commentating on the game is so hard because it's so quick. What a goal by D-Lap. What a goal. It's 2-0. So it's 2-0 to Chelsea now. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We look likely that we're going to go through to the next round, but it's all down how we're going to play in the second half, how well we're going to do it from here. And yeah, what a pass from Enzo Fernandez. What a goal from Liam Diaz. What a goal. What a goal. What a goal. And I think that is his first goal. I think that is his first goal for Chelsea. And it's half time. So I'll be getting some snacks instead. Control. So yeah, the first half was a really good first half. I mean, the first half, if you forget about the first 10 minutes, the first 15 minutes, the first 20 minutes, when it went into the 40th minute, you started to create more chances, the opportunities. The first goal, it came so quickly actually. The first goal, the free kick from Enzo Fernandez to Tosin, now goal defender, headed it in, and then about 30 seconds later, well, it will probably be less than 30 seconds, it's, Enzo Fernandez passed the ball to Liam Dillard, and Liam Dillard ran up towards the goalkeeper and scored a goal. It was good. It was something that Jackson, I can see why. I can see why they brought Dillard, because Jackson should be doing those runs, he should be making those runs. I know some of you might be thinking, oh, you're very critical of Jackson. But I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm thinking from a manager's perspective, because I want to see a player to improve. You know, like recently, before I watched the game, I watched George Foreman, the film, and how the boxing coach is trying to improve, George Foreman's mindset and be like, you're too slow. You need to box with your feet, not with your hands. You need to be boxing with your feet. Anyway, it's a good film. It's a good film. Anyway, so it's half time now. Innuendo. Innuendo. Hello, back. Just having a bit of biscuit and a cup of tea. So, it looks like we can go back into the second half is about to start in a minute. So, yeah, just having a bit of these digestive biscuits. Very nice. And I actually do eating a lot, but maybe the fruit up in the morning. Mm. Love it. Love it. Still on efforts at the moment. Get silver as well. Well done, I bet. Digestive biscuit. Really good. The women's Euro tournament is coming up very soon, right? In a couple of weeks' time. The England Lioness are really good. I mean, I know the manager's taken out a load of experienced players who are in their 30s and going into the tournament. New young players who need it have experience. Yeah, sure. The ES Tunis fan who was sort of dancing, she was like, the lady in the hat. She was like, anyway, yeah, to see ColdPalmer, she was like, just walking around and just smiling and sometimes, like, yeah, looking at the sky on the Philadelphia, it's just going back to us first. Mm. Oh, what is this? I love it. Especially when you have it with a cup of tea. I know some of you might be thinking, no, I can't be doing beer. Oh, right, yeah. I had a couple of beers before, well, not a couple, I had like one beer before the match. And that was like 3 or 4 hours before the match. The game was about to kick off. They were saying the players were just walking out of the tunnel and that white away kick for Chelsea looked amazing. I know we don't have our sponsors on our shirts yet, but I actually prefer just plain football shirts. Why do you need sponsors on the front of it? It sort of ruins the whole look. It depends on what club is being sponsored by. And I don't really want to say too much about it because I don't want to get complex and all that. But the sponsors I'm talking about, the ones that really, dominate sort of thing. But I just prefer a nice plain football shirt. Why do you need sponsors on the front of the shirt? Look, it's just not a good look. Unless they should change it and have to be sponsored by, I don't know, like a group of fans or something. Why can't, like a Chelsea Supporters Trust would be on front of it, or some sort of club charity, their own club charity sort of thing be on the front of the shirt. But it is what it is anyway. Hopefully it does generate some money and put some profits into the club sort of thing. The body, the guy who, the body, I know you can't pronounce that pronunciation for him. But the guy who's just come on for ES Tunis, taking off more corner. So he's a midfielder, looks like to me. So we're just kicking off, and Sky got in the box is telling me he's going to go into stand by a nose. But I'm going to tell you that I'm still watching this match anyway. Mm. 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 Just the same thing for the first half. So, yeah, in the full 1-2-3 formation, of a fun formation. You know, when I play football manager, I just prefer 4-4-2, 4-5-1, or 4-3-3. You know, that's it. Very defensive, that's where I prefer to go. But, you know, there's a lot of formations there is now than it used to be back in the 50s or way back in the 30s, in the 20th century. It kind seems to be getting a bit little, but I can see what they're trying to do. Try and have two up front. But if you want to do that two up front, why can't you just play 4-3-3? Or you go 4-1, or, you know, some funny formation, but, you know, why can't you just do play 4-3-3 diamond shape or 4-4-2 diamond shape? So far, what I'm saying is that the atmosphere by ES Tunis fans are amazing. Are absolutely amazing. I mean, I would like to go and see the football match there and see how it's playing in Tunisia. Tunisia is an amazing country. I mean, I probably went there like more than 10 years ago anyway. Um, you know, we went there for a week with the family. I was only about, I think about 15 then. Maybe a bit younger than that, but it was just what it is. Um, yeah, stayed in a really nice hotel. The beach, amazing. Um, yeah, it does have like a Star Wars feel to it because it was filmed there, most of it. I remember coming out of the airport and people just sort of walking around, and I'm thinking, am I like an extra in Star Wars? It feels like the whole architecture, the buildings and stuff. I mean, incredible. But there are places I do want to go to in Africa, like Zimbabwe, South Africa, Ghana, because you know some great football teams there, some great fan atmosphere there. So I can have another bit of a biscuit. Not much for me to tell you what's happening with the game because they're sort of passing it, feeling each other out. There we go. It's mostly the last few minutes has been like ES Tunis got the ball, Chelsea's got the ball, or ES Tunis has got the ball, or Chelsea's got the ball. That's how it's been like the last few moments of the game. And it's just, you please be whole season. sometimes I can understand his, symmetric signs of should have been corner. Not very good. Oh, there might have been a foul in the build-up to that. The same referee's view. And one of those body cams off. And, but it's a corner now. There we go. It's a corner somehow. So, it wasn't good corner anyway. So, just checking my Twitter sort of thing. So, so what some Chelsea fans are saying, it's very hot out there. You can see the most players are sweating and feeling the heat. I thought he was playing dynamic evening, but it's so tired. I think they're going to do I think they're going to do like, I think it's like two cooling breaks in the second half. It might be three because at the moment ES Tunis player's just gone down complaining about his knee or something, but I don't know. We'll see how serious he is because the physio just come on. You see how serious it is. Oh yeah, the physio just gave him a bit of that heat, deep heat spray. Do you know those deep heat sprays? Yeah. When I first tried them on, I thought they were like deodorants, but it burns you, really burns you. So yeah, go and watch out for that. So there's some of the players that are just having a bit of a drink. He's just got up. He's about to walk off the pitch. He looks fine. It's just a delay tactics by ES Tunis. ES Tunis. Yeah, he's coming back on. So it is a delaying tactic. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. By some of the footballers trying to go, go down, or I'll just rub my knee, or rub something. And then they go down for like 30 seconds to get a bit of water, a bit of spray, or whatever it is. And then they get back up, and then sort of limp. And then there's some of the miracles. And they're called all right. It is annoying. They should ban it. I mean, yeah, you should go down, definitely, if you have a serious injury, but don't be a knobhead to be like, go down and go, I need to rub my legs or I need to rub something. Stop pretending. it's 2-0 to Chelsea. 56 minutes have gone in the second half. Nearly an hour, about 5 minutes to go. But it's 60th minute of the game. The win looks, from this point, I'm going to say we're going to go, we're in the next round. We're in the next round of this competition. So it looks like Chelsea players are motivated. Like Enzo Fernandez said the other day, well, not the other day, it was like a week before the tournament. And he said that he wants to win this whole thing. So it seems that they are motivated. They are motivated to go again. They really want to go again and win the whole thing. Mikano tried to shoot at the goal and he's banging himself thinking, how did I miss that? Oh, I'm thinking, he's trying to shoot. Two substitutions are about to come on for Chelsea. The first change, Liam Delap is just coming off. He's just hugging Enzo Fernandez, saying, yes, it's great, it's great. Yeah, great piece of play. He scored his first goal for Chelsea, which is great. So, yeah, it's just coming off. About 2 minutes into the 60th minute, so yes, just taking off Romeo, I think it's, well, his name, Lavia and Delap has come off and just put on Dario as Hugo, the new player, and who else did they put on? Oh yeah, Julian, Mark Julian, the Spanish player, who is another striker, but he has been injured for the most of his, well, for the most of the last season. And he's a good player, but there's the possibility that they might do and might go on loan. I hope they will do keep him and hopefully he can go on loan and get fit and score some goals. But we'll see how the Chelsea board and Enzo Maresca feel about the certain players who might go on loan or be sold, sort of thing. But it is what it is. You know, you just have to take it on the chin about some of these players. Like Mikano, he's a good player, and I'm thinking he should be sold to Brentford because he would benefit Brentford. You know, to their style of play, and Brentford do need a striker. They are screaming for a striker. So, but I think he might just go on loan somewhere in Europe. At the moment, they're just feeding each other around. Again, I hate it when they just sort of, you know, feel like they're doing beach volleyball, passing the ball back, passing the ball, giving the ball away, and that, you know. And yeah, so far, they just sort of passing the ball. And I just changing the battery of my cotton wool plug. Then they're talking about the heat. And you see anything. But if you ever do come to the UK, maybe to England, you know, the south east of England, supposed to get great weather. Everywhere else, like Wales, is so cold. Scotland's cold. North England, sometimes you will be lucky to have a hot day. So, yeah, so the southeast is the best if you are thinking about going on holiday. I mean, yeah, London is good. London is a great city. The Birmingham, I've been to Birmingham. I went to Birmingham to the Commonwealth Games. I've been to Birmingham to view that, to be honest. I went to Birmingham during the Commonwealth Games. I'm thinking, I like the way they made some bits of their city modern, really nice. But other bits, it just feels like Croydon. So, I mean, I'm trying to be positive. Birmingham has some nice areas and some areas where it just feels like a damn street. Yes, just imagine trying to do a shot at the goal, but it was wrong. Yeah, so I've never been to Manchester, though I know some people who live in Manchester saying I should come up there. And I'm like thinking, yeah, I will. I'll go down to Manchester. But there are people saying that Manchester is not all that. And I'm thinking, is it not all that? Like that film, She's All That sort of thing. So, but, I'll be open-minded. I mean, I do love some of the cities we have in the UK. Some of them are great cities, and some of them are this a city sort of thing. Like Wrexham. Oh, Wrexham in North Wales. Wrexham. What can I say about Wrexham? What can I say about Wrexham? Wrexham. They may be, well, I mean, to be, I mean, that, they recently just became a city, and the football club, Wrexham, is just, Wrexham are such an attention seeker football club, they, the owners really focusing on making films for Disney. So that's what it is. I thought all Wrexham FC Football Club is all about making films for Disney, making some drama. I mean, I know they recently got promoted to the Championship, and, they had, I think it's like, they're being promoted like 4 times now, and it's like really one of the first teams. I mean, they are the first team to be promoted back to back throughout the leagues. But to be honest, without the owners' money and without all the media attention they're getting, I don't think they will be anywhere where they are right now. But I just hope that they get promoted from the Championship into the Premier League, because you can hear all about it, because they're one of the media favourites. Anyway, back to the game. The game is just passing the ball around. They're just looking a bit tired at the moment. We've got another change coming on. Tyreek George is coming on for Nomi Madrid. So, and it looks like Enzo Fernandez is coming off. He's just passing the captain band thing, we call it, to toes in. And Enzo Fernandez is slowly coming off, clapping to the fans. And Andres Santos, another new player for Chelsea. And he looks like he's a midfielder as well, so it will be interesting to see what this guy is about. I think he is Brazilian, by the way, Santos guy. So it will be interesting to see how well he can do, because it is high level of football. Yeah, then it's going on. So yeah. So what other places you have been in the world? Well, there's so many places I've been to, I've been to Australia. Australia, I really love the country. I mean, I went there maybe when it was during the recession times, but Australia's really good. I mean, I loved it, loved the nightlife there, the nightclubs there, stunning times. I've been to Brisbane, and I've been to the Gold Coast. The golf courses there are really nice as well. So yeah, there's just saying how many attempts at the goal. Chelsea had like 13, ES Tunis had like 4. So yeah, at the moment they're just sort of apparently these halls just complained to the referee saying it was corner, or was it corner, or was it a free kick? And it's a free kick. So yeah, there are so many places. I've been to America 3 times. I went to Florida, went to Los Angeles and Las Vegas. I enjoyed Florida and Las Vegas. Los Angeles, this was like 5 years before the pandemic happened. And I can see the signs of Los Angeles. There are, I can see what the people are talking about. It's just the city really needs investing. He needs pumping money in there to make it a really nice city. So, I went there, like, I went to Paramount Pictures, the studio, and some studios around in Los Angeles. Saw the Hollywood sign. The food was really nice there as well. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Las Vegas, I enjoyed it. I mean, I went there, when I went there, but I'd like to go back there again. So, yeah, Las Vegas, definitely the one to be. I'd quite like to go to Canada to watch their football as well, because there's some unique football teams around the world. Yeah, they're called ES Tunis, also called Esperance. They just made their change substitutions. I don't really know much about the team. I mean, I have been to the city of Tunisia and I enjoyed the city. I really enjoyed the views and all that, and the food. The food was amazing. So they just sort of like passing the ball. It's all, I wouldn't say it's all Chelsea. It's just sort of like not much to talk about the game because they're just sort of like it's like a training ground session sort of thing. So so there's not a lot. There's not a lot to be talked about the game really. But Dewsbury Hall is a good player. He's a good player. I wish he can keep. I mean, I hope he can stay and be that crucial link to the team. But it's a what it is because Enzo Maresca has his style of play. I mean, it can be really, maybe it's boring to watch football when you have sideways, passing it back and forth. I just want to be real attacking, getting in your face. There we go. We might be getting. Could it be a goal here? No. Nowhere near it. I mean, the ball's still with Chelsea at the moment. Well, still Chelsea at the moment. He wasn't going anywhere near it. But Andrew Santos, the guy from Brazil, tried to shoot at the goal, but it just hit with the defender's body right here. Yeah. It was, the referee was, oh, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Where did it come from? So it's a penalty. Mikano is about to score. Well, hopefully he does score from the penalty. And I think he does need this to, keep his enthusiasm and self-esteem and confidence in himself. It's doing the VAR check. Well, I mean, the VAR check said it's a penalty, so it's a penalty. The referee's saying to all the players, stand back, stand back. They're saying it's a VAR check. They're still checking it. Why can't they just make it instant clear? If I was a referee, I'd say, everyone go to the middle, to the halfway line. As a referee, I'd be like, getting all your linesmen to the fourth official, go to the monitor, the monitor screen, and have a chat about it, like they do in rugby. It would, oh, here he goes, the referee's just going to the monitor. It's a waste of time. It's an absolute waste of time. Why can't he just, like do what I just said a few moments ago? Just go to the monitor, having a chat with his mates upstairs, the VAR room, and show the replay. Oh yes, it's handball. It's definitely handball. But his hand is sort of like flaying like that. So he's trying to get his hand out of the way, but I think that's handball. But we'll see what it says. The referee's just going back out on the pitch. And I'm trying to lip read what he's saying. What? What? It's not a penalty. They're saying that the ball hit his arm, but it's a natural position apparently. You want to say the word, you know what I'm going to say. I don't think I can't really say it. Shoot. So, they got away with it, I think. They absolutely got away with it. They got away with it. Can't believe that's not a penalty. I cannot believe that's not a penalty. Can't believe. How's that a penalty? Can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That's the penalty. I can't believe that was not a penalty. Not a penalty. Yeah, they're doing the drinks break. Yeah, they're doing the drinks break, or they're calling it a cooling break. I can't believe that was not a penalty. It's just showing the highlights of the goals that we scored. It's so now they're just about to. Oh, they're just asking fans who's to vote on who's the superior player of the match. Why can't we just call it man of the match? I know it's not politically correct, but or you can't just say a player of the match. Why do you need to add superior? Who's you know what? I just have to roll with it and just say we gotta chill. So, making changes. Esperance just made 2 changes. So the game's about, I say about 10 minutes ago, depending on how many added minutes we were making the added time for the, for the full time sort of thing. Experience, got a free kick. So yes, free kick, obviously. But it is. It's just kicked it. It went right over to Spain. No one would go. It just hit straight to the advertising board and so it is what it is. So Chelsea's moving forward with the ball now. Oh yes. Go on. And just passing it back to the goalkeeper and sort of thing. Experience has got the ball now. To be fair to Experience the Tunis, their tactics would have worked. If they would have worked. I mean, they got the tactics right, but